got
I don't really know what happened to a lot of those dogs. I think unfortunately a lot of them probably didn't have a happy ending. But when Poppy was taken to the county shelter, he just had this great personality despite what he had been through. There's a rescue. It was called Pit Bulls of St. Francis. It's now PBSF Dog Rescue. Sarah Daniel had founded that, and so she actually made the choice to rescue Poppy. He did go to kind of a long-term foster while he had some surgeries. He had an eye removed that was basically, he couldn't see out of it. It was really painful. So while he kind of got healthy and just rested, he stayed with that foster and then eventually made his way to Louisville. He was such a sweetheart. So he was a very, very snuggly dog. He kind of just charmed everybody at the vet and, different people we met. I think it was just amazing to see, like, despite, everything he'd been through, like, he was still very willing to trust people. God, it took months and months, but just him, like, first learning how to, like, play, to watch him do that and have a toy and kind of mess with it a little was so exciting, because there were things like that he just had never had, and then it was kind of like, oh, this is fun. It was just fun to watch him come out of his shell more and more over time. We took so many walks, and it makes me emotional, honestly. And he just loved to walk. And again, I think just enjoying, like, one of those things that he'd never had before, just to be out in nature and enjoying it. I had kind of a spot on the couch that, was my spot, and he was always right next to me. And he was, if he could be, he was kind of draped over my lap as well. And I remember having, this moment where I was watching the snow come down outside through my window. My dog Ginger was kind of laying in her bed by the window, and then Poppy was on my lap, and just sitting there, drinking my coffee and thinking, like, this is a really great moment. I think one of the most touching things was, recently it was just the 1-year anniversary of Poppy passing away. And someone who I've communicated with for a long time, well before, he passed even. I didn't know this, but they reached out and said, when he died, I wanted to do something in his memory, and so I fostered a dog. And I had no idea that they had even done that. I've had people reach out and just say, Poppy really inspires me when I'm going through a hard time. I think that's just been a really lovely thing to see, because he was, despite his struggles, he was a very loving dog as well. It's just nice to share his story, and people have told me, like, I really needed to see this today. I've never seen your account before, but I came across it, and, like, I just kind of needed that inspiration. So I think that he is still very inspiring to a lot of people.